commiserations on the match, but the second half, it just didn't seem like you had the same zest, the same energy. It wasn't quite the same as the first half. Do you feel that as a player out on the pitch?
Yeah, correct. I think the second half, we didn't come out the same. I think, obviously, they put us under pressure more, and it's tough. It's tough. You have to defend a lot. But I think when you defend and when you get the ball, we have to try and pass the ball again, as we are a passing team, but we didn't do that. We started to lose balls, and after that it was difficult.
Nathan, how do you feel your personal form has come on? Lots of positive talk this season, come on leaps and bounds, involved in international squads. How do you feel you're developing by playing minutes here at Bournemouth?
Yeah, I think the last 2 seasons has been vital for me. I think playing games is the most important thing you can do. So I've learned a lot this season as well. I think I'm growing as a player. I'm also still making mistakes, so I'm still looking at that. I'm still trying to improve. But it was a good decision to come here and to play games. Give us an idea from a young player's perspective. How important is the difference between playing and not playing? It sounds like an obvious question, but do you develop much quicker by playing in the world's best league every week? I think you do, 100%. Obviously at Chelsea it's difficult as a young player to play, and you get a game and then 2 or 3 games you're on the bench and you play again, so you don't get the rhythm, you don't learn as quick as now. You play every game, the manager puts confidence in you. If you make mistakes, you learn from them. The next game you're trying to do better, and I think that's the main thing, and so far I've been doing that, yeah.
After the scoring just before the half-time, did you not have a chat in the dressing room thinking, we've got a good chance of really winning this game? Because we felt like in the second half, you guys didn't really start as sharp as you kind of finished the first half. Did you have any talk about this with the manager? Or?
No, we did, to be fair. We came in and everyone felt confident. I think we done really well the first half. Everyone was confident. So in the dressing room, we told each other, we have this game, if you want to. We have to grab it. But we didn't do it, as you said. We came out, and I think the first few balls straight away we lost, second balls, and those kind of things, and it just creeps in. So it's difficult to say why, difficult to say to point a finger why, but it's something we have to look at. I think at against Man United here, it happened as well. First half we play really well, and the second half we come out and we don't play quite the same with the same energy, and I think something we have to look at for sure.
You have a huge December coming up. I mean, I wrote it down. You've got Man City, Spurs and United away. You're along with Liverpool at home, and you've got Chelsea away in the League Cup as well. I mean, this could be a defining month for Bournemouth for your entire season.
Yeah, I think it's tough. The last few games has been tough, and the fixtures coming up are tough. But I think if we play like we do in the first half today and against Man United, I think it gives us confidence to go to the next games and trying to win as well. We always have a possibility. But yeah, hopefully we pick up points. We have to.
Yeah. It's just that those are away games, and I know you probably prefer to play them at home where you got the fans around you.
Yeah, obviously it's tough to play those games away, but I think we're confident that we can beat any team. So the fixtures are tough, but we are still confident.
All right, thank you very much for taking the time.
Thank you very much.
See you soon.
Top man, all the best for the rest of the season.
Okay, thank you. Oh, very honest there, I like it.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I mean, I remember seeing him, and the reason why I wanted to develop the question about, the obvious question about playing and not, is that we've all been young players, and when you get the call and you're first in the squad, you're a little bit, oh, wow, I'm playing with this player or playing with that player. And I think at Chelsea, perhaps more than most clubs, it's very, very difficult. Manchester United, for example, have always had an academy graduate, at least on the bench or in the first team, since 1937.
Yeah.
Every match day, it's just part of their philosophy.
Since before World War II. I mean, that's a long time.
That is a long time, yeah.
But Chelsea, of course, use a different model. They want to get players, give them a little bit of a window to show themselves, and then somebody calls them and says, we'll take them at this club in Europe, we'll take them at that club. So coming here to Bournemouth and finding yourself a home, particularly when you're at a club where you may be loaned out 5 or 6 or 7 different times, is really important, and he's benefited from it massively.
Well, I've been in that situation. I was young at Arsenal, couldn't really get a game, was on the bench all the time, and I've made the decision to move. But sometimes it's where you move,
Do you regret that decision now?
You know what? Knowing what I know, I do. Not because of the club I went to, just because of how Arsenal kind of turned after I've left, which kind of was an end of an era, and I could have probably, got more game and got better opportunities. But at the time, you didn't know. I got to 24. I just wanted to play in the Premier League in a club that. And I moved to Middlesbrough, which obviously I regret leaving Arsenal, not moving to Middlesbrough. It's a different,
not the club. It's
different.
it's
just leaving obviously a club where I could have get more opportunity but it's always a tough choice because like Stan said, you get loaned out to a club, you come back, get loaned to another club. And sometimes you feel it's good, but it's not always the best choice. It depends where you go and what club.
And everybody needs a home. Everybody,
you can't settle down, can you?
It must be important. Henry Lansbury, I think of that springs to mind. Went to Borough, been to Derby, been to Nottingham Forest. He come off the bench for Aston Villa today at Villa Park against Birmingham City. You don't have a home. It's like every player wants to be able to move somewhere and live in a place and feel part of the community. And it's an increasing problem for younger players in particular at big clubs because they don't want to quite leave Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, but they don't quite want to make the jump. So people like Ake that have made the jump, all credit to them.
Okay.